Of the new generation of aircraft now in service with the RAF, the Phantom is the most versatile. Air-to-air combat, ground attack, long-range interception, photo reconnaissance. The Phantom does the lot. To fulfill all these roles, it's packed with space-age electronic gear. But however sophisticated its equipment, successful results depend on the skill of the men who handle it. Navigators and pilots, first-class crews are what the Air Force needs.
On the radar side, remember normal radar search, and particularly 2, 3 and 4, keep a good eye on the radar while number 1's in doing his recce. Now a few last points from Squadron Leader Bollins.
Okay, I want you to remember now this is a case of one aircraft, a reconnaissance aircraft, being defended by 4 others. I don't want you to go off and think just because we're going off on an escorted sortie that you can sit back and take things easy. As wingmen, I don't want you to hang back there and just assume that you can go to sleep. You could easily find yourself at the sharp end leading 4 aircraft around. Right, update on the diversions. They're now Marham, Wattisham, Marham, blue, green, blue, and the YY figures now change, it's 94.2. Okay, any questions on that? Right, okay.
Channel 1, volume set and TR. My cockpit ready to start. Mine's ready to start. Chief, intake exhaust areas clear, fire extinguisher and chocks in place.
Engine intake exhaust clear, chock position, fire bottle manned, clear left-hand engine, sir.
Roger, left-hand engine start, switch on now.
Operations 02 Urban 1520, thank you.
Red descending. No look back. Go. Red lead. Right 20. 2 up. Range 2. 1 threat closing. Red 3 and 4 identified. Go. Recce 1, descend now. Escort formation. Go. For recovery, aircraft line astern. Go. Red lead, level at 1.8, 260.
Roger, red lead. Circuit speed, cockpit checks, core complete.
Red lead, 3 wheels, pressure's up.
stage, while the reconnaissance aircraft was at low level, that we had the first contact call.
Now that was a reasonable call because it came up 20 right, about 2 up. I didn't get the range, I don't think it came over. You called it, Jim, what did you say?
Yes, it was range 2. The azimuth was increasing, it was going away to the right, no threat. So I didn't want to call it. So.
But as you were the only chap to see it, don't you think under the circumstances it would have been better if you'd given an executive call?
No, I saw it. It was right 2 o'clock, slightly high, going away. It was miles away by the time we picked it up.
Miles away?
Yeah. No threat at all.
No threat at all? Oh, well, that's just fine.
Nimrod. In biblical times, Nimrod was a mighty hunter. It's a fitting name today for the most advanced maritime aeroplane in the world. A submarine hunter-killer and maritime reconnaissance aircraft, the Nimrod is replacing the Shackleton in the Royal Air Force Strike Command. The nerve center of this extremely sophisticated aircraft is not the flight deck, but the central operations room. A high degree of automation and computing is used for its sensor and navigational systems.
Digital computing system on. On. Display scale, select 160 and act. 160 act. Display control panel, indicator lights out, press to test. Out, tested. Routine navigator, Doppler conditioning on. On. Underheat warning light out, press to test. Out and tested. Doppler standby, MIM. Standby, MIM. Subsystem power, central heading on. On. Brakes.
Parking catch on, pressure at the wheels.
Top temp control switches.
On.
Throttles.
Closed.
LP cocks.
All 4 open.
Windscreen de-ice is on and normal. Hydraulics. Check. Flying controls. Power supply selector levers on green. Warning horn set to green. Crew chief standby for flying control check. What's up? Start clearance. Standby. Tower Kilo 23 start. Kilo 23, you're clear to start.
Its high speed enables Nimrod to arrive at a search area in less than half the time required by a Shackleton. Therefore, submarine escape time is reduced and the area to be searched is cut down.
Roger. TechNav from Sonics Coordinator, we're standing by for the drop. Roger, 9 miles. Roger.
ECM racket classified as possible submarine radar.
Day and night, in all weathers, from an operational height of more than 30,000 feet, Nimrod can detect, identify and locate surface or submerged vessels.
Kilo 23, you're clear to land.
Flying combat troops and their equipment into a theatre of operations and then providing them with all forms of air support needed to finish the job. This is the primary task of Air Support Command. Getting them there is the job of the strategic force. Local air support is supplied by the tactical elements. Using its VC-10s, Britannias and Belfasts, aircraft normally kept busy on routine flights overseas, the Air Force is always ready to implement contingency plans at very short notice and rush troops to trouble spots anywhere in the world. Well, that's the strategic role. Ground forces of the Army successfully deployed into the theatre of operation. But a strategic airlift of this magnitude can only conveniently be deployed into the larger airfields, which normally are to be found well to the rear of the actual fighting. Therefore, it's the job of the heavy tactical aircraft, such as the Hercules, to uplift the troops, their weapons and supplies further forward to as near the battle zone as is practicable. Almost certainly, this will involve using unsophisticated and even unprepared landing strips as airheads. To avoid enemy radar by day or night, tactical formations must move fast and low into operational areas. By grouping aircraft into formation, paratroops and supplies can be delivered in quantity and give concentration of effort in terms of time and space in the battle area. The Hercules aircraft was designed to operate on the sort of rough terrain in which many of these forward landing strips are likely to be found. Once these aircraft have reached their forward landing limits, troops and materials can be parachuted or ferried by helicopter closer to the front line. Formation flying is one of the most exciting forms of flying and offers a great challenge to the handling skill of the pilots.
When I see the dash and enthusiasm of the aircrew of today, harnessed to a high degree of skill, it gives me great confidence in their ability to bring even the most daunting operational task to a successful conclusion. So, if you're considering a flying career in the Royal Air Force, it may be that some of you feel a little awed or put off by the complexity and sophistication of the modern aircraft. Let me assure you that today's training has kept pace with modern developments. The training is so thorough, the supervision is so effective, that providing you have the necessary educational qualifications, you'll have no difficulty in mastering the technology.
Roger, now if you'd like to come port, 45 degrees of bank, and take a turn of about 30 degrees.
Okay, going left.
Notice how well the saborgs do stop the angle of bank as you want it. Not too much change in speed. If you kept the turn up for a bit, you'd lose a bit. Okay, come right now, reverse the turn. 45 degrees of bank starboard. Again, notice the saborgs stopping where you want.
Yep. Even if you climb to high rank in the service, you will still have the opportunity to fly. Indeed, it will be expected of you. As a station commander of a large operational station, I regularly fly as an aircraft captain in both the Hercules and the Comet. And finally, as regards life in the service, I'll leave the chaps themselves to tell you about that.
Well, it's the variety of the job. For instance, I enjoy being able to fly at low level. You get this terrific impression of speed.
Well, quite honestly, flying is my whole life. That's why I joined the Air Force. Equally, I could have joined any other organisation that operates airplanes, but I wouldn't have had the choice of aircraft to fly that I get in the Air Force.
Well, personally, I like flying upside down, which you can't do in an airliner.
The dogfights of Spitfires and Hurricanes in World War II really belong to the past. Now, with the colossal speeds and ranges of modern fighter aircraft, the only way of engaging an enemy is by radar linked to a missile delivery system. And to operate a system like this, you've got to have a navigator. That's the basis of the partnership of pilot and navigator in the Phantom.
The Nimrod is a highly sophisticated weapons system which relies to a large extent on the contribution made by the electronics team. As an air electronics officer, my job, with my team of 6 operators, is to ensure that the vital detections of submarine and other targets are made.
The glamour with this aircraft is certainly with the navigator, not with the pilots. The navigator coordinates all the incoming information, both from the pilots and the electronics team, and uses it to direct the attacks.
Service life tends to generate the type of comradeship that just goes when a chap leaves. Now, I can say this because so many of my friends over the years have gone out, some of them to civil aviation. Yet they change. They lose that sparkle. Now, this comradeship, you can see it here in the bar of the mess, or down in the squadron after a successful sortie.
On the other side, I came around the corner, went down, and when I came back up, strumming away, waiting to get the single guy coming down. I lifted up the old canopy and...
Yeah, we saw it. Yeah, we noticed it.